Too niche or too not niche? Let's find out. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Jonathan. If you guys are brand new here, go ahead and give this video a like. Go ahead and subscribe. You know how it is. We are like 10 days or 12 days in of uploading every day, which I am extremely happy. I think I found a system of, really working and then taking a break to record and then edit and all of that stuff and then getting back to work, which I have the flow going, which is amazing. I love where everything is at right now. I'm gonna have an update video about the challenge tomorrow, so stay tuned. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's video. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys turn on those little bell notification thing so you guys are alerted of every single time I put out a video, so you guys don't miss a single video. Now, today is gonna be a question, a very juicy question that I had when I first got started. If you guys watched some of my previous videos, you guys should know the answer to this already. And I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. The answer is absolutely you should niche down. That's my opinion. Obviously, if you guys don't have the same opinion, then I don't know what to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you why I think you guys should niche down and why it's so important and such an advantage to having a single niche. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now. So one of the biggest reasons why I'm such a big advocate for you niching down is because when I first got started with my marketing agency, it was back in 2017, summer of 2017, July of 2017. It was after the Tyler Upwards course. Hey, here's in my garage, here in my garage video, right? I bought that course, I spent my money in it, and I'm like, let's go ahead and go all in this business model. And I mean, I've jumped around to different business models ever since then, but that's when this whole journey really began. And when I watched the course, it wasn't really nothing about niching down or picking one niche or doing any of that. So I kind of went after everybody. So at one point I had like 6-7 clients. 2 or 3 of them were real estate agents. I think 1 or 2 of them was a granite company. I think I had a contractor and some other type of client. I think 1 more was a drywall company. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because when I got all of those clients, right, I was super happy, like making some really good money, and then the inevitable happened. Everything crashed, right? So the reason why it crashed, because it was like I had to build a system for real estate agents. I had to build a system for granite companies. I had to build a system for drywall companies. I had to build a system for every single client that you have. If when you're running advertisements, especially for local lead agency, you have to kind of create the email sequences that follow up with the customer and all that good stuff, because the customer is not going to do most of that. They expect you to do everything. That's kind of why I switched over into e-commerce, because you're actually in charge of everything. You can be compensated well for it, right? So customers just don't want leads, they want customers. So you have to realize that, you have to know that, especially with local lead clients. So I was trying to get leads for real estate agents. I was trying to get leads for granite companies. I was trying to get leads for all of these businesses that had nothing like in common with each other. So I had to build a system for every single one. So it was really hard for me to actually scale my business. Now, you're obviously going to go ahead and lose clients, which that's normal. If you guys lose a client, don't get in your head about it. But one thing that you can never stop is stop doing your outreach. What got me those clients, I had stopped doing it for the past 2 to 3 months because I was so busy with my clients trying to service those clients. And when 4 of them left, or I think it was like 3 or 4 of them left all at once in the same week, it kind of like brought my morale down. I'm like, wow, like what am I doing now? Now I don't have any leads that I can follow up. Now I don't have anything that I could do. So that really affected us really, really bad. And it was because I was all over the place, if I'm being honest. I had no systems. I had no idea of really what I was kind of doing at that point. I was just starting out. So I made a huge mistake, which was, not being able to service my clients correctly, because not being niche down. When you niche down, you can go ahead and really have one set system. You can have one set system that you sell for all of your clients. And I'm going to tell you what happens after this story, right? So like when all of that happened, I kind of like brought my morale down. I was really, really upset, and I had to start doing outreach, and it was a big hot mess for a while. Honestly, for a while, it was a big hot mess, because now I had brought expenses into my life because I was making more money, which was another mistake that I'll go ahead and talk about in some other time. I have brought expenses into my life that now I couldn't afford, and now I'm desperately trying to look for clients. But my biggest reason for why I lost those clients and why I couldn't get more clients, it was because I wasn't niched down to one specific prospect. So the first thing I did, I learned my lesson. I'm like, you know what? Never making this mistake again. Wrong, made the mistake again later on in the story. But then after some time passed, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate to one niche, and then I picked plastic surgeons. And I picked plastic surgeons, and I actually developed a system to go ahead and get plastic surgeons clients. So this is where I'm going with this. When you actually niche down, you have one specific system that you use for all of your clients. As when you're working with local lead agencies, with local lead clients, I didn't work with any person in like a 25-mile radius of my client because I don't want to compete against myself. So I would get a client in this city, this city, this city, this city, this city, this city. But pretty much all the ads were the same. Pretty much all the landing page was the same. I would just change the the logo and change the offer a little bit depending on what they want. But the whole system was the same. The ads were the same. The copy was the same. The landing page was the same. The email sequences were the same. The text message follow-up were the same. Everything was the same. So all I did every single time we'll get a client, I would just change logo, change logo, change logo, change logo, change logo, change offer, and activate. Turn on the system for them. Turn on the engine, and then obviously they will start getting leads. The follow-up sequence that we develop for our clients will start following up, and then appointments will start showing up, and clients are happy. You see how this works. If you niche down, you can have a predictable way. Every single time you get a client in the door, every single time you get a client in the door, you can have a predictable way to get them results, and your clients are going to be happy. Now, this is where niching down is super important. Not only when you're delivering results, but when you're outreaching as well. So when I was actually outreaching to clients, back then I was saying, my website says I help businesses. Go ahead and get results. My social media were saying like I help real estate agents get results. And then my emails, I would tailor the emails that I would send to say, hey, I help granite companies get results, right? So at this point, what was happening? There was a disconnection. There was not a connection in my messaging. So what was happening is that my clients would see the email, they would go to my website, and they would be like, wait, I thought you said you help granite companies. Your website says that you help real estate agents, or your website says that you help businesses, and your social media says that you help real estate agents. So what's happening here? Who do you actually help? And the moment that your client starts questioning you, you already lost them from the start. They haven't even gotten in a meeting. They're already questioning you. So obviously that cost me a lot of potential clients. So what I decided to do, I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. If I'm emailing somebody telling them I help real estate agents, but my website says something completely different and my messaging says something completely different, I have to really narrow down, and I have to really make sure everything online from us says the same thing. They all have to say, hey, I help plastic surgeons. So when I switched over to working with plastic surgeons, my website said, I help plastic surgeons get surgical leads. I think it was said, and that's what I said. And then my social media says, I help plastic surgeons get more surgical leads. And then my messaging on my emails, it will say, I help plastic surgeons get more surgical leads. And then on my email, when I write it, it's like, hey, I specialize in helping plastic surgeons get more surgical leads. As you can see, and the moment that they went to my website, it said that. Went to my social media, it said that. Went to my signature, it said that. I went everywhere, it said that. They're like, okay, this person actually helps plastic surgeons get more surgical leads. So at this point, if a client that I'm outreaching to wanted more surgical leads, they would know that I am the expert in that field. I'm the expert, and they're not going to question you because it says it everywhere. It says on your website, it says it everywhere, that they could find that you help plastic surgeons get more surgical leads, or you help real estate agents get more, listings. Right? If that's you, you have to make sure that your messaging is all around with your niche. And then that's how you really become an expert in that specific field. And then this is where things actually start to get interesting. Because at this point, now, dentists have more dentist friends. Real estate agents have more real estate agents friends. If you're doing a good job, guess who your clients are going to refer them to? To you, because you specialize in that specific niche. And then, hey, I have Jonathan, he specializes in getting listings. If you need more listings, go ahead and contact them. And then boom, and it's just a hamster wheel that just goes and goes and goes and grows and grows and grows. You start building an email list of people who are and that specific niche that you're really narrowing down, and then everything just starts growing. If you didn't see my video, I'll put it up here. If you guys didn't see my video about, you know, how to get clients effortlessly, watch it, because then you can start creating content on how you help real estate agents or how you help plastic surgeons achieve a certain result, and then you're going to start getting more people, because your website will say the same thing, your YouTube channel will say the same thing, your emails that you're outreaching to will say the same thing, your social media will say the same thing. So you will start becoming that authority figure in that specific niche, and that's when you really start growing, start getting clients coming to you from everywhere, from your outreach, from your referrals, from your online presence, from your brand, just in general, because it's all together. It's not separated. You have a niche, you have a specific niche, you really stuck with it, you became an expert. The more you do things, the better you become at it. So then you start growing your business just automatically, just by picking a niche. And it starts with picking a niche. Guys, it's super important to niche down. If you want to niche down and you want to go ahead and scale your business, you have to do it. You know, I'm in a step right now that I might actually niche down within the e-commerce niche, because right now my niche is e-commerce, but that's still too broad. I want to go ahead and niche down even further. So if I do that, I will let you guys know. So guys, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think about this video. Comment down below if you agree with me or if you don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's completely fine, but don't forget to go ahead and give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and other than that, thank you so much for your time, and I'll talk to you guys later.